Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face while you're sleeping. Who doesn't love train journeys? Unique traveling experience with exquisite views of the landscape? But then, there are specific routes that are so dangerous you may get spellbound, adding stress to your trip. From massive heights to perilous bridges, in today's episode, let's look at the most dangerous railway tracks in the world. Nose of the Devil, Ecuador. Driving up the side of a mountain isn't unusual, but climbing more than 500 meters in less than 12 kilometers is a hike. The train route of Narizdel Diablo provides breathtaking views. With no side rails to keep the cars from falling off the nearly vertical inclines to the valley below, the Nose of the Devil train in Ecuador is a perilous trek. The government has built a zigzag railway above 9,000 feet above sea level. It's one of the scariest train rides in the world. You know what's most thrilling? The way this train was made to travel up the mountain. The track consists of switchbacks, where the train goes past a junction, then backs down the next section before heading forward again. The only way engineers were able to get the train up the mountainside, known as the Condors area that connects the towns of Alausi and Sabambe. Building the train track was as treacherous as traveling it. About 3,000 Jamaicans and 1,000 Puerto Ricans came to the country to work on the project. About 2,000 of them died. Still, the Devil's Nose is one of the country's most popular sections of track, visited by tourists who come to ride the train each year.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Minami Aso, Japan. This is one of the most dangerous routes to cover through the train. While the train itself isn't all that dangerous, the terrain it crosses can be deadly, for the Minami Aso Railway travels through the base of an active volcano. You may never know when the next eruption may occur. One can see the lava-burnt forest close to the track. That volcano isn't the only dangerous thing on the track. The train also traverses the Titano Bridge, a wooden steel overpass high above the water below it. TripAdvisor calls the trek on the Minami Aso a pleasant 30-minute ride with a view of the lovely scenery Mount Aso has to offer. But we're still thinking about that fall from the bridge. While part of the line is closed due to damage it received in a 2016 earthquake, the train still runs. So if you ever plan to travel through this train, visitors recommend showing up about an hour to 2 hours before departure to get a good seat, as they're assigned when you buy your tickets. PILATUS Railway, Switzerland. PILATUS Railway can be called the steepest cogwheel railway in the world. Located in Switzerland, it has a gradient of 48% as you travel to the station at 7,000 feet above sea level. That's a lot. Near Lucerne, the train goes from Alpnachstad to the Pilatus Kulm, traveling through alpine meadows and mountains. The 30-minute ride leads to an alpine peak noted for its incredible vistas. Once you've finished the ride, you can stay at the Hotel Pilatus Kulm and enjoy a welcome aperitif before a 4-course gourmet meal, and then spend the rest of your evening in the cozy accommodations, surrounded by snow in the winter and beautiful views of the stars during the spring and summer. Although being so terrifying, this is the experience you'd never want to miss. MAEKLONG Railway, Thailand. The MAEKLONG Railway doesn't just get close to people, it runs right through the middle of a market. Yes, surprising but true. The MAEKLONG Railway is known mainly for its market named MAEKLONG Railway Market, which sprang up on the railway line. One of the largest seafood markets in Thailand, it is nicknamed Talat Ram Hup, the umbrella pull-down market. When the train approaches, the vendors along the rail lines pull up their awnings and move their shop fronts back from the rails, and the train passes right through the middle of the market. Once the train is passed, the vendors lower their awnings and go back to their business. The train is one of the slowest in Thailand, going only 30 kilometers per hour, and the train, maybe because it is so slow, has no signals along its line. White Pass and Yukon Route, Alaska. If you're a thrill-seeking person, then traveling to this route can offer you the same feeling. This rail route connects the port of Skagway, Alaska to Whitehorse, Yukon. It is a tourist attraction at present, and people love to take a train ride of this route. Aside from the frozen landscape, the White Pass and Yukon route are dangerous thanks to its 3,000-foot climb up the mountains. Once used as a route for miners to get to the gold-rich Yukon, the train travels up that 3,000 feet in less than 20 minutes. Well, not much surprised, building the train wasn't easy. Men hung from ropes on the craggy sides of mountains to drill holes in them so the crews could place the dynamite into the blasted hills. That sounds terrible. The trail, which once killed horses as they tried to navigate the pass, winded up the face of the mountain, at one time using switchbacks in order to navigate the steep terrain. Georgetown Loop Railroad, Colorado. Georgetown Loop Railroad was the perfect engineering marvel of the late 19th century that scurries between Georgetown and Silver Plume. 7.2 kilometers long and 640 feet high, the track is designed and connected two hills. Below is a thrill of thousands of well-filled trenches and filling up ferrata. The horrible experience takes place when the heavy winds come from sides, force the train, and make it difficult to maintain balance. Death Railway, Thailand. This railway in Thailand is known as the Death Railway for tragic reasons. The train moves through the Myanmar borders, with the mountainous route fully exposed, with no natural protection from falling off the tracks into the valleys below. And that's not it. There's a much more profound and more disturbing history that legitimates the name. During the Japanese takeover of several countries during World War II, the Japanese military administration was left with many prisoners of war. To aid in the Japanese war efforts, these men were shipped to work on various projects. One of the projects included the building of the Thailand-Burma Railway that would connect Yangon with Bangkok. The railway was later dubbed Death Railway because of the thousands of prisoners who died from disease, overworking, poor sanitation, and starvation while slaving over its development. That's spooky. By the time the railway was completed, approximately 100,000 prisoners of war and other Asian laborers died due to harsh labor conditions. Far beyond this railway having hazardous tracks, the fact that thousands of men were worked to death to construct it makes it one of the most frightening routes in the world. Train to the Clouds, Argentina. This train route in Argentina took 27 years to complete. You can guess how massive it would be. It consists of a zigzag track, 21 tunnels, and 13 bridges that offer a thrilling experience. It's constructed above 4,200 meters above sea level, which makes up 13,850 feet. The Tren a las Nubes, which is translated as Train to the Clouds, is a tourist train service in Salta Province, Argentina. The service runs along the eastern part of the Salta C14 line that connects the Argentine northwest with the Chilean border in the Andes mountain range, the fifth highest railway in the world. Originally, these railway routes were built for economic and social reasons. It's now primarily of interest to tourists as a heritage railway, though cheaper tickets are also available for locals to use the train as transport. The railroad company based in Argentina operates on this route. So enjoy the beautiful scenery while traveling through Tren a las Nubes. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. The subscriber's pick. Our subscriber picture today shows a train route built over the sea to get access to the Ramaswaram island of southern India, named the Chennai Ramaswaram route. This channel separates the island of Ramaswaram from the rest of India and runs across the Pamban Bridge, which was built over the Indian Ocean. Opened for traffic in 1914, the bridge gets flooded by seawater occasionally, and high winds across the water mean the train can only travel 15 miles an hour as it travels from the mainland to the island and back again. Ramaswaram is considered to be one of the holiest places in India and is a tourist destination for that reason. But visitors say getting there by train and crossing the ocean is a harrowing experience. Still, they say, because of the rough waters and frequent storms in the area, it is still preferable to going by boat, if you can imagine that. JAKARTA-BANDUNG, Indonesia. This train route is definitely one of the most beautiful train experiences. It scurries between Jakarta and Bandung of Indonesia and takes 3 hours to complete the journey. This bridge has 4 steel pillars weighing about 110 tons. Cirebon Bridge is the longest railway bridge in Indonesia with a length of 300 meters. The real adventure and dreadful experience initiate when the train runs above the subtropical valley on the Sakuratug Pylon Trestle Bridge. Many people get afraid after watching the deep subtropical valley beneath the train track. And that concludes our list of the most dangerous railway tracks in the world. Which one is going to be your following travel route? Comment down below to let us know. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. We'll see you next time.